The other thing that the central teams have dealt with in the past have been students' programs of study. Now, in combined honours, because students can be straddling faculties, this has been something where, we've bridged the gap between faculties. And although it's a small percentage of the students involved, there are quite a lot of students on combined honours, so we've always dealt with programs of study. This, I would hope that for this year, because we saw this last year, it improved because of equalisation, the fact that there are only four units that people are studying, and that those units are now at level 4 they define. There isn't any choice for students at level 4. That at level 4 there shouldn't really be very much of a problem. If level 4, if a student's programme of study is incomplete, it's a question of looking at what it should be, and that's it. There's a defined programme of study for level 4 students for every combination. And because this September there are only 45 combinations available to students, it's not too big a task if a student says, I'm doing X and Y, my programme of study is wrong, for someone to look up and say, those are the 4 units you should be studying, end of story. At level 5 and 6, it's a little bit different because there's some optionality. Students have some choice in the units that they take. Again, because at level 5 equal rolls out this year, it should be less of a problem that's been in the past. That each student will have to be doing at least one core unit in each of their subjects. So most students, there will be 2 units that they have to do the 2 subjects. And in the vast majority of cases, there'll be the other 2 that go with it. But in some cases, they will have had a choice. And if most students, we will have had their option choices entered into the system. It should have all been done. But there are going to be the usual students who come and they either didn't go through the process during this year, or they want to change their minds, or they want to change their program, their combination or something like that. And their programs of studies will need to be sorted. Now, it's fairly critical that students have their program of study sorted and dealt with as soon as possible at the beginning of the year. It is ultimately an academic responsibility if students don't have the program of study they should have, that they go and see the academic lead in the department that owns their combination to get their program of study approved and to get it entered onto QLS through the program office that owns that combination. But there are likely to be lots of those kind of queries at the start of the year for combined honours students. Now at level 6, because they're still on 20 credit units, they're on a system which allowed a great deal more choice in the past, and traditionally level 6 has more choice in it anyway. There can be quite a large number of students who have programs of study which are incomplete or have too many credits or too few credits, that kind of thing. If we're lucky, students spot that and they come and ask questions about it at the beginning of the year. If you're unlucky, they don't tell you until January or February. But again, they must be passed on to the department that owns that combination, and they must be told that they have to go and get, an approved 120 credit program of study in QLS as soon as possible.